नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामी नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सकगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत् सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the costless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets, Raja Guhyam. By Krishna's costless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 15th chapter, 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three divisions of faith. Krishna is teaching us very clearly in this chapter about the Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma in the mode of goodness, patience, and ignorance. And also about the food, ahar. So also about the faith. So when we study from Bhagavad Gita, we understand very clearly everything is controlled by these three modes of material nature. All our actions, activities are controlled by these three modes of material nature. So, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we should understand very well that we are not the doer. So we should not claim the results. Na kartritvam na karmani lokasya srajati prabhu. Very clearly, to the point, Krishna is telling us, teaching us. Na kartrutvam na karmani lokasya srajati. So we are not creating any action and we are not doing any action. So the activity is not created by us. Na srajati. Na karmani srajati. So karmani na srajati means we are not creating any activities. And we are not doing any activities. Na kartrutva. Na karma pala samyogam. We are not creating the results of activities. Very clearly Krishna is teaching us to the point. We are not creating any activities. We are not doing any activities. We are not creating the results of activities. Then who is doing it? Swabhavastu pravartate. Only our swabhava is doing. Every individual has his or her own swabhava. That swabhava is doing all the activities. We are not doing, only the swabhava is doing. But when we falsely think that we are the doers, and when we want to claim the results, and we think that the results belong to us, we are committing serious offense. We are committing serious sins. That's how we get sins. when we claim the results, when we think that we own everything in this material world, in reality, we don't own anything. Everything is owned by Krishna. And Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. And Krishna, all the results belong to Krishna. And we think that everything belongs to us and we want to take it for us and we want to save everything for us. Unfortunately, we are going to leave everything in this material world. We are not going to be here at all. It's simply a matter of time when our body just stops working. We will be kicked out of this body. That's it. In the meantime, we need to understand this life is actually, it is just a matter of time which is between birth and death. That's what we need to understand. It's a stopgap during our travel. The soul is traveling, so it's just stopping in this world, and again we are just traveling. That's it. So this is not a place. When we go somewhere on the way, if we stop, we don't get ourselves attached to everything in that place. When we are traveling a long distance, for example, and if you're stopping somewhere, and you just don't get too much attached to the places. Your end goal only is important. So like that, for us, we are going on the way to Goloka. It's very important. Unfortunately, many people, they are on the way to hell. We can't help. Trividam naraka sedam dwaram nasanam atmanaka kama krodhastathalobhas tasmat trayam tejet. So those who are not on the way to Goloka, those who stop in between and focus on things on the way, then they are not able to reach Goloka, and they will be diverted to the hell. That is very unfortunate. That is the reality. So we should neglect everything in this material world. It's very important. Neglect in the sense we should not be affected by anything in this material world. That's what. Of course, we should not neglect our duty. As a duty, we have to do everything as an offering unto Krishna. Knowing very well everything belongs to Krishna, knowing very well that we don't own anything, we are not going to live here forever, and we have to use all the energy, skills, knowledge, what we have, everything we should surrender and to do everything for Krishna. Then every our action can become yajna. Just in the beginning, as I mentioned, that like we are not creating any duty, any actions, we are not doing any actions, we are not creating any results of activities. But one thing we can do, that is, we can offer the results to Krishna. Instead of claiming the results as ours, we can offer the results to Krishna. So at that time, that is known as yajna. That's what is called yajna. Offering the results to Krishna is what called yajna. There also, the three modes of material nature gets into picture. Only when we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we are surrendering, when we love Krishna, when we have so much attachment on Krishna, when we do everything for Krishna, not worrying about anything in this material world. So at that point of time, we don't come under the three modes of material nature. At that time, we will not have our swabhava. We will have Krishna's bhava. So that's why Krishna many times in Bhagavad Gita says that Madbhava Madhigacchati. Madbhava Madhigacchati means we will achieve Krishna's bhava. So when we achieve Krishna's bhava, so then we are not forced to do anything. We are not forced to struggle and suffer in this material world because we don't have any attachment to anything in this material world. Only when we surrender fully unto Krishna and knowing that Krishna is the supreme personality of God, when we develop that unconditional, unalloyed love unto Krishna, so at that point of time, we will be able to achieve Krishna's bhava. Madbhava Madhigacchati. That's what is needed. We need to go to Goloka and do everything for Krishna, attaining Krishna's bhava. So Bhagavad Gita is the solution for all our problems we are facing in this material world. If we just understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, if we just follow Bhagavad Gita, then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be freed from all problems. We won't face any problems, no issues, no concerns, no worries. So that way, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have to make use of this great opportunity, which we have got it, and we have to make full progress in this life itself. That means our thought process, our thinking, it should be connected only with Krishna. Do everything for Krishna. Nothing in this material world should influence us. That's what is very important. What's happening outside in this material world, we should not be affected. That's what Krishna is saying, that Gantasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya. That's what is supposed to happen. So, yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyatittarishadi tada gantasi nirvedam shotavyasya shutasya. So that's what should happen in our life. Nothing, what we hear, what we heard, what we are going to hear, what we have already heard, nothing should affect us. So Bhagavad Gita only can take us to that level of that status, elevate us ourselves to that status where we won't be affected by anything in this material way. So Krishna, the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, is helping us to give up everything in this material way. So that way, sometimes people say that, oh, if you go to Bhagavad Gita, if you study Bhagavad Gita, if you go to Krishna, so we are going to lose everything, we are going to give up everything. In fact, in a way, it is true that we will give up all attachments, but we are not going to lose anything. There is the reality. So our attachment to the material sense objects, definitely we will give up. Definitely we will lose it. But that doesn't mean that we will become a beggar and not have anything for us to meet our daily needs. That's not the case. We will have everything. Krishna will provide all the needed facilities, resources, everything. We are going to get it, Krishna, because everything is coming from Krishna. Everything is owned by Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. So that way, we don't have to worry about that thing. But we have to definitely, we will give up all. In fact, that is a real enjoyment. That is a real happiness. Not having any attachment to anything in this material world, not getting attracted to material sense enjoyment. So that is the real enjoyment. That is the real happiness. Because this material happiness, going after the material sense objects, that brings us the distress. It's not the enjoyment. That brings us the distress. Yegi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yone yevate. Yegi samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yone yevate. Adyantamantaha kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. So everything, it's all samsparsaja bhoga dukkha yone yavate. That's what. Material sense enjoyment brings us distress only. It's only dukkha only. Dukkha yone yavate. So it has beginning and end. Adi anta. Adi antavantaha kaunteya nateshu ramate. If you are able to tolerate all these things until the time of death, then we will be able to live happily. So there is the real happiness. This is not the happiness. This is the dukkha. The dukkha yone evate. So if we think that we are going to enjoy the material sense objects, so that way we are going to enjoy. So that is not enjoyment, that is the suffering. So because it's the source of suffering. But if anyone is able to tolerate that urge, that coming from this kama and krodha, saknoti haiva yasodam praksarira vimokshanat Kama krododbhavam vegam sayuktaka sasuki naraka. So one who is able to tolerate saknoti yasod. So that urge is coming from that speed, coming from the kama krododbhavam vegam. So until the time of death, until we give up this body, prak sarira, vimokshanat. So that person is properly engaged and he is the happiest person. Sayuktaga sa sukhi naraha. So he is the happiest person in the humans, among the humans. So that's what really brings us happiness. The real happiness comes by not getting affected by anything in this material world. So we need to taste that Krishna consciousness. So then we will automatically give up the lower taste. Visaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaka. So it is possible by force, it's possible to by force we can make someone to give up the attachment to the sense objects. Visaya vinivartante. But that is not going to work. Whereas rasopyasya param drishtva nivartade. Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartade. So if we experience the higher taste, param drishtva nivartate, so then we will automatically will be able to give up the lower taste. So that's why we need to, with the help of mind, control our senses. We should not focus our mind on the sense objects, but rather we should focus our mind on the senses and control and regulate our senses. So we should practice doing that. We should develop that practice. We should gain that experience. So all these things are needed. So that's why this body, this life should be used only for that purpose. To control our mind, to make our mind as our best friend. Otherwise, it's simply mind is going to wander here and there, and it will be easily carried away by the senses. Yatato hi api kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaga. Yatato hi api kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaga. Indriyani pramatini haranti prashabam manaha. So the indriyani, the senses are pramatini, they're very, very strong and impetuous. They forcibly carry away the mind. Haranti prashabam managam. Even when a person who has the knowledge, vipaschitagam, who is endeavoring to control the senses, even for him it's very difficult. So what to speak about anyone who is not even attempting to control the senses? So that way, this Bhagavad Gita knowledge helps us to free ourselves from this material entanglements. So it leads us to happiness, peace of mind. Our mind is going to be so much peaceful that we are going to enjoy unlimitedly, unlimited enjoyment. Sukham akshayam ashnute. That's what is going to happen. Sukham akshayam ashnute. So this opportunity, great opportunity, what we have got, we have to make use of it fully. Fortunately, Krishna's mercy, we are able to study Bhagavad Gita like this. So that is definitely taking us closer and closer to Krishna, because we are always getting connected with Krishna. So this is ensuring, this is making sure that we are making progress towards Goloka. No doubt about it. So that way, when we reach Goloka, we are going to enjoy there forever. And as I mentioned yesterday, in this process, if we are not able to succeed in this life, and next life, we are going to go to place where the pious people live and enjoy there as if it is permanent, and again we'll come back and continue from where we left. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, following the instructions given by Krishna fully, completely, we should give up all the attachments to everything and simply get connected with Krishna and do everything for Krishna. Everything is given by Krishna only, coming from Krishna only, controlled by Krishna only. Everything. Without Krishna, there is nothing. Natatasti vinayasya mama bhuta. So, natatasti means there is nothing. Nothing is there. That's what natatasti. Without Krishna, nothing is there. So, Krishna is everything. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So, what we studied in the 17th chapter, this sloka, yesterday in this 18th sloka of the 17th chapter. So, Krishna is teaching us Satkaramana pujartham tapo dambena chaiva yath kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adruvam. So, expecting respect, mana, honor, and worship. So, just performing the tapa, the austerity, only out of pride, expecting respect, only out of pride. Kriyate tadiha proktam. So, when a person is performing the austerity, so that is known as rajasam, and which is flickering, chalam, and it's temporary. It is adruvam. So, that's what chalam adruvam. Penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor, and worship is said to be in the mode of passion. It's neither stable nor permanent. Then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday, in this sloka number 19, Mudagrahena atmanoyat pidaya kriyate tapaha Parasyochadanaartham va tatamasam lahritam. So foolish persons, so muda grahane atmanoyat. So a person who is, because of foolishness, is torturing himself. Pidaya, torturing. So he is torturing himself or trying to destroy others. So for that sake, for that purpose, if a person is doing austerity, so that tapa, so that is known as tamasam, in the mode of ignorance. Penance performed out of foolishness with self-torture or to destroy or injure others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. The next sloka, what Krishna is teaching us today, what we are studying, the charity in the mode of goodness. Datavyam mithi yaddanam diyate anupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha tadanam satvikam smritham. Datavyam. So it is to be worth giving, given, to be given. Datavyam. When we give some charity, somebody really should need it and it's worth giving. That danam diyate anupakarine means without expecting anything in return. So that's what. When we give something in charity, you should not expect anything in return. That is in the mode of goodness. Diyate anupakarini. And giving it at the right place, at the right time, kale, to the right person, patre. Deshe kale cha patre cha, taddanam satvikam smritam. So that danam, that charity is in the mode of goodness. Taddanam satvikam smritam. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place unto a worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 20th sloka in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा गुरु जी।
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
दंडवत प्रणाम।
धन्यवाद।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा
कृष्णा
कृष्णा
हरे हरे, हरे रामा
हरे राम,
राम
राम
राम।
राम, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण।
बोल रहे सर। Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
वो बाद में कुकर खाली कर दीजिए।
Maharaj ji, Hare Krishna. Ipsa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yesterday I heard the lecture, but I was not able to continue. I had to leave, so
Yes,
I left for the question answer session, Guruji. I
yes,
was in the hospital.
Yes,
Yes, Guruji. Thank you for the lecture. It's very convincing that we have to just trust Krishna for everything, Guruji.
that's it, Mataji. Krishna is everything for us.
Yes. And every day it's being injected into us literally. So we also, during the course of the day also, now it has become so embedded that we really feel that and we trust that Krishna is everything.
Yes, Mataji.
So
Yes.
that influence of every day is there with us throughout the day, Guruji.
No doubt,
Thank
no
you.
doubt. Everything is Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Ganesh Rupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, is one small clarification.
Yes,
This what is the difference, Prabhuji? The Swabhava is doing all the activities you said, Prabhuji. Last time you said the three modes of nature is doing the activities.
yes.
Could you please explain, Prabhuji, this difference?
Because the three modes of our Swabhava is from the three modes of material nature only. So that's from our Swabhava is created by the three modes of material nature.
Oh, okay.
So that's what in one shloka Krishna says in the 18th chapter, like how our Swabhava is formed. So that is from the three modes of nature only.
So it is created by Swabhava means created by three modes of material nature.
Yeah, our Swabhava, that's what our Bhava is a part of the modes of material nature only, Prabhu. So very clearly Krishna states that in the 18th chapter. So yes, Prabhu. So that's why everything is from our that 1 second. Prabhu.
Swabhava means it's a nature of ours, huh? Is it a nature?
Yeah, that's everybody's Swabhava.
Because of the material nature, somebody has a Sattva Swabhava and Rajas Swabhava and
It's a combination of these three, Prabhu.
all the three Swabhava nature.
All the three combination.
Oh, the
So
Swabhava comes.
it
But
is.
we are not the Swabhava.
See,
This is from
Krishna in the
Krishna
18th
only.
chapter, Krishna says that Brahmana Kshatriya Visham Sudranam cha Parantapa Karmani Pravibhaktani Swabhava Prabhavai Gunaihi. So Krishna is using that Gunai. Gunaihi is the three modes of material nature. So Swabhava Prabhavaihi. Swabhava Prabhavaihi means this Swabhava itself is a part of the gunas only. That's what Swabhava Prabhavai Gunehi. So Gunehi, three modes of material nature. This Karmani Pravibhaktani, these four divisions of karmas are created by the Swabhava, which is born from the gunas, the three modes of material nature. You understand that? So that's why when we say Swabhava means that's what Prabhupada translated, that Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas and Sudras are distinguished by the qualities born of their own natures in accordance with the material modes. That's what. So our own nature in accordance with the material modes. So that's what we need to understand. Swabhava means depending upon the three modes of material nature, every individual has their own bhava. That is what is called swabhava. You understand that? No?
Depends on the
So they
material
both
nature.
are not different. Both are same. Yes, ma'am.
No, both are same. Swabhava and three modes
Three
of
modes
nature.
of material nature. Both are same.
That's what.
Hmm.
But then it belongs to Krishna only, Allah Prabhuji. Our Swabhava.
What, Prabhu?
Our Swabhava then belongs to Krishna only.
No,
Because
our
three modes of
swabhava
nature-
should become Krishna's swabhava. So, but not. It's not belongs to Krishna. Everything is Krishna's external nature only, correct? The external energy, that Maya. So that's what the three modes of material nature. So that's what is.
belongs to Krishna. So our Swabhava also belongs to Krishna only.
But that's all based upon our Sattvanurupa Sarvasya Saddha Bhavati Bharata. So our based upon our Saddha Mayoyam Purushaga is that's what Krishna is saying that. So it's all based on about our interests, our attachments, our desires. So that's how the three modes of material nature are controlling us. Correct? So we cannot simply say that it's because of Krishna.
Oh.
If we are
The
attached to
desire-
material sense object, then we'll be controlled by the mode of passion, Rajoguna.
But the desire is ours only, Prabhuji, not Krishna's.
Exactly. Free will is ours. Yes,
Because of the Krishna, the Swabhava or the three modes of material is attacking us.
that is correct.
Oh, okay. So the desire has to be nullified by us only.
Desire
With
has
our-
to be all Krishna conscious. That's it.
Hmm.
We have to surrender everything unto Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu.
It will all happen from Krishna's mercy. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we can connect ourselves fully with Krishna.
Very, very some subtle things are there. Desires, how it emerges from us. All this, we have to
As long as
understand.
we engage ourselves in
Because of
Krishna's
the
service all the time, then it's fine.
is emerging
Yes.
from us. So the controlling is in our part. Not we
That
cannot
is
blame
correct.
Krishna if you said.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu. Mohanan Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu. Mohanan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
दंडवत प्रणाम गुरु जी
Dandavat
हरे
pranam
कृष्ण
Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare Ram,
राम
Hare
राम
Ram,
हरे हरे
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
दंडवत
Krishna.
प्रणाम गुरु जी
Dandavat pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu. Pranam.
Interesting session, Guruji. Enjoyed the session. Beginning, you have said that when we surrender the results to the Krishna and we don't say that we are doing activities, it is done by Krishna's mercy.
Yes, Prabhu.
And by offering the results to Krishna and surrendering, it becomes yagna.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
That is beautiful, wonderful way of that thing. And think slowly, if this feeling goes on, then slowly we will be start detaching ourselves from the attachment in the material world. Thank you, Guruji, for your wonderful class. Thank
Hare.
you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare-
you very much for the class, Guruji. I joined a little late today. I will
Yeah.
listen to it on YouTube, Guruji.
Yes, ma'am.
I will catch up with the class. Thank you,
Hare-
Guruji. Thank you very much. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare
By
Krishna.
costless mercy of Sri Krishna, I could attend today's Bhagavad Gita class. Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets. We are studying about the three divisions of faith. Krishna tells everything about Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma. That is in three modes. And also about food and faith in this chapter. In Bhagavad Gita, we know, we understand that all our actions are controlled by three modes of material nature. We should understand we are not the doer and no claiming of results by us. All activities not created by us and not doing any activities. We are not doing any activities. Therefore, we are not creating results of activities also. Only our individual swabhava is doing all activities. We wrongly think that we are owning all things, which is not true. We are going to leave everything in this in the world here itself, as our life is very temporary. Like a travel with many stops, the life is like that. Those who stop on the way and get attached won't go to Goloka. We should perform all duties as an offering to Krishna, do everything for Krishna. Then every action becomes as an yajna. We can offer results to Krishna. That is called yajna. During this process, we won't come under the influence of the three modes of material nature. Then we can achieve Krishna's bhava by surrendering unto Krishna with unalloyed love to Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is the solution for all our problems in this world. Just we have to follow instructions of Krishna, make use of this opportunity. When fully involved in Krishna, nothing in this world disturbs us. Bhagavad Gita only helps us to elevate our status. Krishna helps us in detaching from this material world. Krishna will provide all what we need. That is real happiness. This material happiness is nothing. That is a source of distress only. There is no enjoyment here. One who tolerates the urge of material senses, material objects till death, he is the happiest person. He is not affected by material enjoyment. We need to control our senses, regulate our senses, focus only on Krishna. Controlling our mind, make mind our best friend. The senses are very strong and difficult to control. Bhagavad Gita knowledge helps us in this and leads us to happiness and peace of mind. Bhagavad Gita knowledge connects us with Krishna, progress to Goloka. We should give up all attachments and connect only with Krishna. Without Krishna, there is nothing. And in the 17th chapter, in the 18th sloka, after telling about the austerity in the mode of passion, in the 19th sloka, Krishna is telling about austerity in the mode of ignorance. Because of foolishness, enduring one's own self, torturing one's own self, and only doing for the sake of destruction to others, that is in the kind of austerity in the mode of ignorance. And today's sloka, 20th sloka, Krishna is telling about charity, that is charity in the mode of goodness. Charity performed in worth giving, irrespective of return, given in a proper place, proper time, and for a suitable person. That charity is in the mode of goodness. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I'm not able to hear you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare